Hi there, welcome to your yoga practice today. I'm Sarah and I'm so grateful to have you as part of my YouTube community. We're going to start today's practice in downward dog, get the body moving and take a full body practice. Your presence here means a lot. If you stay till the end and you like my videos, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit that super thanks button to leave me a little tip. Okay, grab your mat, let's get started. Downward dog is where we're starting today. And we can orient ourselves in downward dog by bringing shoulders over palms, finding a plank for a moment, and then pressing the hips up and fanning the fingers wide and lengthening from the pinky fingers right up through the hip creases. And you can always look and see your first fingers are parallel. And you look back and see that your second toes are parallel. And waking up the backs of the legs, you can pedal out your feet, dropping one heel at a time. And breathing to arrive in your body. Check in with how you feel today. What's your intention for practice? What energy are you bringing onto your mat today? What energy do you want to shift? And let's lift the heels high, come onto tiptoes and tiptoe forward right between the thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, lift up, lengthen halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms. Take a big step back, 1 foot at a time into your plank pose. Hold, find your alignment. Back of head in alignment with your tailbone. Thigh bones lifting up into the hip sockets. Spread your collarbones. Squeeze your elbows in, lower all the way down through Chaturanga, Dandasana. Take the tops of the feet flat for a cobra, back bend. Shoulders glide down the back. And then exhale, we meet in downward dog. About 3 breaths there. Breathing through the nose. Letting your head shake out, yes. Finding almost this kind of natural curve in your lower back. And at the end of your exhale, lift your heels high, come onto tiptoes and walk all the way between the fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. So inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Crown of head last. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen. And it's one exhale to plant the palms. Step back to plank and lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward dog where you root through the tops of the feet, lift your sternum up. Exhale, gather the belly, downward dog, and about 3 breaths there. Spreading your knuckles out and gripping the pads of the fingers into your mat. Over time, the heels might drop down a little more, but don't overdo. And at the end of your exhale, lift the heels high onto tiptoes, walk, step, or a little hop right between the thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. And take your hands to your hips. Shift into your right foot, lift your left foot off the ground. Inhale, lift your left thigh a little more. When you exhale, step that left foot back into warrior 2. So it's going to be about heel to heel alignment. Drop your right thigh down and open your arms out into warrior 2, gazing over your right fingertips. And let's straighten that front leg, turn your palms up, look at your left hand. Inhale, exhale, bend down, warrior 2. Inhale, root through the feet to lift up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, warrior 2. Turn your right palm up, reverse warrior, left hand to left thigh, right arm sweeps up and over. Inhale, right side. Exhale, cartwheel the arms forward. Release your hands to frame that front foot. Swing the left heel over the toes. Left hand wider than the shoulder. Right hand on your back, or extend your right fingertips up. We're going to squeeze and engage that left gluteal. And then touch your left knee down. Reach your right hand back and swipe it around toward your left hip. Peel that right shoulder away. Look toward your right hip. Keep pressing through the ball of your right foot. And let's inhale there. Exhale, release your hands to frame that right foot. Let's send the hips back into a half split pose. It's Ardha Hanumanasana. So we're gonna curl those right toes toward your face and then melt down into any amount of a forward fold. If it's too intense, you can stay up on your fingertips. We're gonna feel the head of that right thigh bone plugging right into the hip socket. Exhaling out. Then inhale, glide forward, right knee over the heel, look forward or up. And then when you exhale, slide that right leg back. Come into child's pose, hips to heels. Drop your tailbone down and back. Pressing through the tops of the feet, inhale, wave forward, modified plank. Tuck your toes. Exhale back to downward dog. And at the end of your exhale, lift your heels high onto tiptoes. Walk, step, or float right between the thumbs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. And take your hands on your hips. Shift into your left foot and peel your right foot off the ground, lifting your right thigh. Your right knee may lift above your hip. Inhale, lift the knee a little more. Exhale, step back, warrior two. So it's going to be about heel to heel alignment. Drop your pelvis down right on tops of those thighs. Carve the outside edges of the feet into the floor. And find your warrior two. A soft drishti right out over the left fingertips. Sink down a little through the pelvis. Inhale, palms up. Look right. Exhale, warrior two. Look left. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Look right. Exhale, bend. Look left. Inhale, straighten. Look right. Exhale, bend. Look left. And turn that left palm up. Reverse warrior. Right hand to right thigh. Left arm sweeps up and over. Inhale. Exhale, slow cartwheel. Release your hands to frame that front foot. We're coming into our lunge. Right hand wider than the shoulder. Left hand on your back, or extend your left fingertips right up. Squeeze and engage that right gluteal. And then we'll start to touch that right knee down. Take your left hand around onto your back and swipe it right. Drag that left shoulder away. Look at your left hip. Keep pressing through the ball of your left foot. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, hands frame that front foot and start to send your hips back, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, folding over that left leg any amount. Wrapping the left thigh bone right into the hip socket. Then on your inhale, slide forward, left knee over the heel, look up toward the sky. And when you exhale, slide that left leg back, toes are tucked. Child's pose with toes tucked. Wriggle your hips. Let your forehead rest. Pressing through the tops of your feet, start to walk your hands back toward your knees. Bring your knees together and sit for a moment in hero pose, resting your two sitting bones on the heels. Pull your shoulder blades together on the back. Then reach your hands around, interlace your fingers. You can drop your knuckles down toward the floor and lift your heart up. Broadening through the chest. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, neutralize. Shift over to the right and swing the legs around. And then your toes are pointing straight up toward the ceiling. Interlace your hands behind your head. Use your hands to lift up the base of the skull. And so we're using our hands to traction the base of the skull away from the tail. And we'll inhale there, and then we're going to exhale, pull the belly in and round back a little bit. Inhale, open. Gaze up. Exhale, pull in and back gently. Inhale up. And exhale, pull in. Inhale up, cactus arms. Reach the hands back behind you. Let's take the fingertips to face toward your heels. We're going to take Purvottanasana. So you can stay here just lifting your heart up, or you can lift your chest and start to reach your toes toward the front of your mat. And we'll inhale, lift your hips, and then we'll exhale, start to melt down. Drop your sitting bones and slide forward. Just kind of lazily reach for your toes. Peek at your tail. Exhale in that forward fold. Then let's come on to the back in your own time. So we're going to arrive on the back and take our arms in a cactus, and as you draw your knees in toward your body, just going to wave the knees from side to side. Maybe make some circles with the knees so that you trace the shape of that sacral plane on the ground, that sacrum, which is at the very base of the spine at your lower back. Let's kind of see how that feels. And maybe there's a kind of tender place or a place that feels good to pause and work into a little bit. For me, it's that kind of left lower side. And then you let the knees go to the right for a gentle supine twist. Gaze at your left elbow. Take an inhale through your belly. And then exhale, draw your knees back in. Let your knees go over to the left. Gaze at your right elbow. Take an inhale, kind of puff your belly out. Exhale, hug the belly back toward the spine. Draw the knees back in. Give a hug. Full happy baby, reaching for the outside of your feet, ankles, or shins. Rock and massage your back. And then lift your head, look toward your tail. Pull your elbows toward your underarms as you exhale out. And let your head fall back and release your feet. Give your feet a good press into the floor. Then slide your heels out and find a restful shavasana. Take your hands on your belly and just take a couple circles down to the left and up the right. Encouraging a nice flow of digestion. And you can let your hands rest right on the belly anywhere, or just let your arms release alongside the body. And let go of effort, let go of any gripping. Let go of any worry, stress, or anxiety just for a few moments to focus on the breath. The space of the inhale brings light, vitality, positive energy, and life. Exhale, let's go of stagnation, tension, anything you want to let go of. And let's think about whatever we have to be grateful for right now. Take a gratitude practice, inviting gratitude for anything at all. And we'll start to wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers, and take the arms overhead for a big reset stretch like you're hitting the restart button. Big full inhale into the belly. And when you exhale, hug your knees in. Give a squeeze, inviting compassion for all that is right now. And think of your intention for this practice or any insight you want to take away. And in your own time, roll to either side and we'll press on up to sit. Coming on up to sit, let's inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, press the hands through the central channel. Thanking yourself for showing up for practice today. And I thank you for being here, and I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really appreciate having you here. If you're still with me, go ahead and share or subscribe or hit that super thanks to support me. All of those things go a long way to spread yoga far and wide. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please keep it up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.